Yeah, and that is one way a car can die. But there are other ways they can. And that's why I visited Ladikbo in Lagos to show you how they dismantle cars part by part. And that could be the possible best way that your car could die that will benefit you. So in this video, I'll be telling you why and how they do. So the how will be the video that we'll be seeing displaying on the screen from the beginning to the end to see how they dismantle it, and anywhere in the middle of the chapter, you will see why they do that. You know what I'm saying? And there are so many ways an owner could lose his cars. I also interviewed a professional in that field to show us how they do it, and it is manly, like your strength. You know what I'm saying? Not with engines or robots to dismantle cars, like how we do see how excavators do smash cars and turn it to scrap and resell it. So, enjoy the video. A car doesn't just fall apart one day. There are signs, patterns, and stories behind every dead car. And when I mean dead car, I mean cars that don't resurrect. They don't recover from accidents or any damages they may occur during their lifetime. So sometimes I often wonder how cars die, and there are many ways they can, either by burning them by ashes or being damaged so badly that they are beyond repair. However, there is one way you will wish your car could die, and that is why I visited Ladikbo in Lagos, which is known as the spare parts market. At the graveyard, you are looking at a 3.5-liter Nissan Murano Z50 being dismantled by parts, and that is the best way your car can die, so that you won't regret it, because you are making money out of it. But there are factors to consider here. You know what I'm saying? Before you do that, high demand cars equals better sales, good engine and transmission, more money. And fast, rare cars equals slow sales because it is not rampant like Toyota or regular cars that we see on the road. So selling these parts takes weeks, months, and sometimes if you are unfortunate, it might take years. Yeah. Yes, if you don't find a buyer, you know what I'm saying? One is mechanical failure. Let me say it clearly. When the engine or gearbox goes bad, that's often the end, because fixing it could cost more than the car is even worth. Imagine your engine knocks and the mechanic says it's 1.5 million to fix. Meanwhile, your whole car sells 1.3 million in any currency. It doesn't make sense. So boom, your car is dead. Most times people ignore the signs until it's too late. Here is the hard truth. Some cars die because of the owner. You skipped the oil change, you ignored the red warning light, never changing oil, overheating, but you keep on driving, using water instead of coolant, using cheap and fake parts here and there in your cars, and that could be the possible best way to kill your car. The small things you ignore today become the big problems that kill your car tomorrow, and all of that just because of you. Electrical problems, which is the ghost in the system. Let me blow your mind. Some cars die without a single scratch. Everything is fine except the car refuses to start. Why? Just because of one tiny wire or a computer module that has gone rogue. And here are the common killers. Parasitic battery drain. This happens when your car pulls power even when it is off. I used to say that when my dad's car, of course it's my car, you know what I'm saying? When my dad's car always have some issues regarding to the parasitic battery drain. It pulls power out of the battery without even you noticing. And that time there's no BD scanner, and thanks to it can see what is wrong and give you the code, and you can figure it out very easily just by pressing a button. And faulty ECU too. When the car's brain is confused, that could kill your car. Water damage to your wiring, thanks to the ECU for navigating this, and thanks to the technology of today. So especially modern cars, they have too many computers. If just one misbehaves, the whole system can collapse. However, Some need clarity, which will be at the end of this video. Accident, which is what you saw at the intro. Sometimes the damage is just too much. A crash bends the frame, airbags deploy, repair costs too much, and insurance totals it, and game over. Even if it looks okay, once the structure is compromised, it's not safe. It becomes a danger and not a car. Yeah, the economy kills cars too. The economy kills cars too. So let me tell you what nobody says. Some cars die because no one wants to buy them. Old models, low demand. Parts are hard to find, even if it's still moving. If nobody's ready to fix or buy it, it's already dead. Like some Chrysler cars in Nigeria, and like what MKBHD said about the fiscal ocean, some cars have great features and horrible resale value. You'll be begging your mechanic to work on it while it is your cash. You know what I'm saying? So lastly, you may see on Instagram or here on YouTube that some people destroy cars to test the capabilities of vehicles for fun or for the fame. There are organizations that handles crash tests here on YouTube or on their website, and the crash test is like an IP rating given to an iPhone, but in terms of cars. And there is one factor that hinders them not to perform car crash tests on all cars. That is money. It costs a lot of money. Each crash test can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It involves destroying multiple units of a car frontal, side, or rollover, all way around to see the performance of how safe the car is. And here on YouTube, you can see some individuals personally testing cars or anywhere in social media, and that costs well a lot of money. And that is why you don't see your car or your neighbor's car being crashed.
Mr. James. Okay, Mr. James. Okay, Mr. James. What do you practice as an engineer? And how many years have you been practicing? This, like, let me say, 4 or 5 years, or maybe like, and I'm a businessman, and also do challenge. When we buy motor vehicle, and we cut it, by parts, understand? So. Since I've been an experienced engineer in this type of field, can you tell us the step-by-step process of dismantling a vehicle by parts, and what is the importance? First of all, when we got the motor, like when we buy it from the owner and bring it to our own line to so first of all, we sell the parts, we sell the engine, sell underneath, accessories, or door openers, Then after selling all these things, then we start dismounting the car. So then after. So when do you start in dismantling? What's the first thing? First thing you cut the roof. Okay. Cut the roof. And after cutting it, you cut the body and lose the surrounding bolts. Yes. After losing it, then the body will come out. But focus on step by step. That's how we do it. So what's the second step? And the second step is to cut the chassis, lose the tire, everything. You understand? So that is how we work here. So after that, we move to the engine section. No, the engine, we don't know about the engine. We just use the engine, and then the person that buy the engine, they will come and carry it. So I don't know, maybe you pieces it. That is not our own part of job. But our job here is to bring it down. Then the owner, the buyer, come and take it away. So our own is to pieces the motor, lose the underneath, make sure that everything is separated from the body of the motor. So how long will it take the normal person to do it?
how many people are involved in dismantling different part by part?
It depends how many of you. You can do it alone. You can do it with somebody. So like 4-5 hours. Sometimes 3 hours. It depends
So what are the regular cars that are coming through the garage for dismantling?
Yeah, Toyota, Camry, Sienna, Toyota. You know, Toyota is every people need it, so they are selling it in this market. So
especially in Nigeria, Toyota is small. So what is this camera that you are working on?
what? The name?
Yeah.
It's a Honda. It's Infinix. Infinix.
Okay, the time finish. Yes. I can see it's a V18.
Yeah, it's V8, yeah.
Thanks for having you on the
Thank you so much. Nice one.
So, what can you do to keep your car alive and longer? The first thing of all is to change your oil every 3 to 5 months, which is to service your cars 3 to 5 months. Change your oil. It helps the engine to come alive as new, you know what I'm saying? Or as your manufacturer of the car recommends. Fix your problem early. If you hear any noise, any quakes here and there on the tie rod, on your suspension, or anywhere in the car, you report to your mechanic and he will get that done. And don't wait until it's too late. Don't ignore warning lights. Your car is talking to you on the dashboard. Every time, keep your eyes on the dashboard. Now, you're gonna have accident. So sometimes bring your head down to the dashboard when speeding or anything. You can see some warning light, and that could give you a caution of what is happening on your car. It's an information, not for beauty, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing is to use your quality parts. Do not use cheap parts on cars. Some might bend, some might get overheated, you know what I'm saying? And nothing, you can't expect everything to be alright. But when you use a genuine car part, it's going to last longer and save you a whole lot of stress. And number 5 is to drive with sense. Avoid overheating issues. When it got overheating, park somewhere and let the car come alive before you move. And the bonus I have here is, even if your car dies, it's not useless. Even a dead car can feed you. You can sell the engine if it's working, the gearbox, brain boxes, lights, wheels, brakes, and even door panels. And when all else fails, scrap the metal. Scrap all the metal by weight. It still brings cash. And sometimes you can use this money to top up another money and buy another car. You know what I'm saying? And that is the best way your car can die. If this give you a value, hit the thumbs up like you're giving it a proper funeral salute. You know what I'm saying? As I said earlier, these car parts deserve a better explanation. The body control module. Look at it as the brain that controls all the non-engine electrical systems in your car. Without the BCM, things like this wouldn't work or would work unpredictably. It communicates with switches, sensors, and actuators to instruct all of your car's body-related electronics on what to do and when. The clock spring, I want you to look at it as a twisted wire connector that keeps your steering wheel's electronics connected even when you turn it. Without the clock spring, these things wouldn't work or might suddenly stop working as you steer. It's like a ribbon cable wound in a spiral sitting inside a steering wheel column. As you rotate the wheel left and right, the cable winds and unwinds without breaking connection between your wrist buttons and the car's electronics. It sends signals and power between the steering wheel and your car's control modules, all while keeping things safe, flexible, and always connected. The CAN bus system. Look at it as the digital system of your car, the invisible network that tells all the computers to talk to each other. Without the CAN bus, these systems here couldn't share data or work together in real time. Instead of hundreds of wires connecting everything, the CAN bus uses just 2 wires to let modules send and receive data like text message. Fast, secure, and efficient. An example of that is when you press the brakes or turn the wheel, that info gets broadcast across the network. So other systems like ABS, stability control, and even brake lights can respond instantly. However, when a car dies, it leaves behind a timeline of memories, moments, and miles. That moment when you first turned the key and felt the engine come alive, the sound of your favorite song through the speakers, windows down, music up, just you on the road, skipping the bus for the first time, even the first time it got you into trouble and out of it, long nights under the hood, and the satisfaction when it finally started again. Oh, thank God. Every G signing out and stay tenacious. Thanks for watching.